time for a Drum Talk TV Music Industry News Desk Report.
Strap yourself in for where prohibited batteries not included, not available. State of shock.
Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining us. And this week, I have Tyler Hammond as my guest co-host. Tyler,
Hello. What's
going on with you?
Oh, well, I've been ripping and shredding since the day I was born. And I'm excited to share the news with you guys. Should I go into more detail about my life?
Yeah, tell us your connection to the music world.
My connection is that I'm a drummer in LA, and I run a lot of jazz around here. Been out here my whole life. Lots of stuff going on. If anybody out there wants to come out to LA and jam, please shoot me a line. I have a place for you to stay and plenty of gigs coming out of every nook and cranny. But I mean, I've been up to a lot. I just played Burning Man for a whole week, and played just a Museum of Contemporary Arts recently, and I play at Petit Hermitage every Sunday, and I run this jazz jam at the Grape in Ventura every Tuesday, and it is the best thing in the world. So if you're out here, come play, come rip. So that's pretty much what I've been up to.
That's great. Sounds like just such a fun time and lots of busy things for you. So in honor of Tyler being here this week, we've created the Tyler Hammond discount code for the Drum Talk TV Brilliance membership site, which will give you 6 months of the premium level membership for free. Just go to www.drumtalktvbrilliance.com and select the premium sign-up option, then use the code in all caps in one word, DTTVB Tyler at checkout. Premium members get access to our past Q&As and virtual concerts. We've had Rudy Sarzo, Oliver Wakeman, and McStein and Miniman, just to name a few. Again, the code is all caps in one word, DTTVB Tyler, and it expires on Sunday, September 21st at 11:59 p.m. Pacific U.S. time. So go and enter the code.
Now it's time.
Yeah, get in there.
All right, Tyler, I have an icebreaker for you today. It's kind of a basic and easy one, but should be fun still. What was the first concert that you ever went to?
Oh, yeah, I'm so proud of this one. It was Weird Al Yankovic at his son's high school. It was a free show. I was probably like 16. I hadn't gone to many concerts in my life. Until I was older and could go to them by myself. But yeah, Weird Al, he wore the fat suit. He did all sorts of crazy parodies of every single person you've ever known. And it was a great way to break the ice of my musical endeavors. But
wow,
what was yours?
Awesome. So when I was a baby, so I don't actually really remember this, my parents took me to a Josh Turner concert. He's a country artist that I grew up loving. Mm-hmm. And I didn't really go to a whole lot of concerts after that. I think the first one I actually remember was a Christian music festival in a small town in Colorado close to where I'm from. And it was just like a 2-day festival where we saw some of my favorite artists growing up. And it was a good time. It's, core memory for me and my family. So it was awesome.
It's beautiful. Nice.
It's time for This Day in Music History. One out the whole week because we'll be here forever.
Now we have music.
So on this day, September 12th in 2007, surviving members of Led Zeppelin announced a star-studded tribute concert in London, scheduled to take place at the O2 Arena on November 26th of that year. Robert Plant, Jimmy Page, and John Paul Jones would play a show in honor of Ahmet Ertegun, late Atlantic Records founder. John Bonham's son Jason took his spot on the drums for the trio's first performance in 19 years.
On this day, also in 1990, Stevie Nicks and Christine McVie announced they were leaving Fleetwood Mac at the end of the 1990 tour. Some believed at the time that their departures were hastened by bad blood in the wake of the band's memoir, Fleetwood, My Life and Adventures in Fleetwood Mac?
Very interesting timing there. In 1987, Aerosmith released their 10th studio album titled Pump, which featured hit singles Love in an Elevator, The Other Side, and Janie's Got a Gun. The band was later featured in law school textbooks after their management company was sued by a small rock band named Pump for service mark infringement. Aerosmith won that case. Really interesting how Aerosmith, of all bands, ends up in textbooks. That's not something that happens to every band or every day.
That's pretty interesting. Well, also in 1987, Michael Jackson kicked off his tour for Bad, the Bad World Tour in Tokyo, Japan, the first of 3 sold-out nights there. By the end of his 123-date tour, Jackson had played over 400,000 trillion. No, he played to 4 million fans across 15 countries. And the tour also earned 2 entries in the Guinness Book of World Records for largest grossing tour in history after grossing 125 million, and tour with the largest attended audience. Doesn't seem like too out of reach for Michael Jackson, but if anyone had to do it.
Yeah, I mean, two world records. That's pretty phenomenal for one tour. In 1975, Pink Floyd released their 9th studio album, Wish You Were Here, in the UK. It explored themes of absence, the music industry, and former member Syd Barrett's mental decline. The album peaked at number 1 in both the UK and the US, spending a total of 84 weeks on the chart. It's a pretty long time for songs to be on the chart. That's almost 2 years. So,
I mean, yeah, that's well deserved though. It's good stuff. Still top chart in my book. How about this? In 1970, Creedence Clearwater Revival recorded their first UK number 1 album with Cosmo's Factory. It also spent 9 weeks at number 1 in the US, where it sold over 3 million copies. So they did pretty good.
They did pretty good there. In 1967, filming for the Beatles' Magical Mystery Tour continued as the bus headed to Widdicombe-on-the-Moor, where a local fair was being held. The bus driver took a shortcut to bypass heavy traffic and instead got stuck on a bridge. He did have to drive in reverse for half a mile before he could turn the bus around, after which they headed to Plymouth with a 20-car convoy of journalists and photographers in tow. Very, classic, oh, I know a shortcut, and then 3 hours later you're lost. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, I have no idea. It's awesome to hear people's normal people's struggles when they live these crazy lives. Yeah. All right, in 1954, the first teen idol, you would know the first teen idol is Frank Sinatra, was number 1 on the UK singles charts with 3 Coins in the Fountain, which was his first UK number 1. The song also won Best Original Song at the Academy Awards in 1954. It was a good start.
Yeah, I mean, mid-50s, he really was the first teen idol, I think, in a lot of people's books. In 1952, Neil Peart, who would end up being the drummer and lyricist for Canadian rock band Rush from 1974 to 2015, was born on his family's farm in Hagersville, Ontario. He would first appear on their second album, Fly By Night, in 1975, and leave a huge mark in the world of rock. A legendary drummer who passed away January 7th, 2020, and is still missed to this day. So happy departed birthday to Neil Peart today.
Let's see what's in
their musical cue.
Jump Talk TV. Yeah.
All right, folks, mark your calendars and join us for our next music trivia game show on Tuesday, September 16th at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern for a trivia game on the best 60s, 70s, and 80s live albums. Visit www.drumtalktvbrilliance.com, go to the calendar, and RSVP to receive the Zoom link directly in your inbox the day of the game. Here's a video about that.
Whether you've had a surreal day, a horrific commute, or a suffocating day job, take a break and join our next live stream music trivia game show, Favorite Live Albums of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And boy, there are great ones.
Come play for a chance to win prizes. Win around and spin one of our virtual prize wheels featuring music, electronics, and more. Even a chance to win a guest VJ spot on Drum Talk TV. We've seen people win by guessing.
This is Tuesday, September 16th, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern U.S. times.
All are welcome. Show up, turn it up, and play for a chance to win.
Hey, kids over at DrumTalkTVBrilliance.com. There are monthly playing challenges. The results of the recent ones will be announced later this month. In the meantime, there's the Travis Barker Tribute Drumming Challenge running until September 30th, 11:59 p.m. Pacific U.S. time. Here's the info on how it works and what prizes you could win.
September 2025, we are holding the Travis Barker Tribute Drumming Challenge over at DrumTalkTVBrilliance.com. Play along to tracks featuring Travis Barker on drums. First, second, and third place winners get music store gift certificates valued at $125, $75, and $50 respectively, as well as a Drum Talk TV shirt, only shipping in the US. First place also gets the chance to be interviewed on Drum Talk TV. Step 1. Choose a track that features Travis Barker on drums. They could be from Blink-182, his solo tracks, Plus 44, Transplant, any official tracks he's played on. Step 2. Video record yourself horizontally as you play along. Step 3. Go to our website where you'll be able to submit it via a submissions form on the challenge page. In order to do this, you will need to be either a free member or a premium member. Free members can submit up to 2 videos. Premium members can submit as many as they like. Judging will be based on accuracy, sound, and fan praise. For the fan praise factor, invite people to comment the word VOTE under your video. Don't miss out on the fun. Join us at DrumTalkTVBrilliance.com.
The next Drum Talk TV Brilliance Q&A will be with Foghat drummer Roger Earl. Today, the band released a 50th anniversary edition of their album Fool for the City, which includes the classic rock staple Slow Ride, as well as a disc of live material recorded in Chicago in 1975. The online Q&A will take place Wednesday, September 17th at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and 8 p.m. UK time. The interview portion with Dan will be public on Facebook and YouTube, but the Q&A portion will only be accessible to those who either purchase a gig pass or get the premium level over at DrumTalkTVBrilliance.com. Here's a taste of Foghat in a few short video clips.
Slow ride, take it easy. She's a little bit of everything. She ain't too fat, she ain't too thin. She's a little bit of everything. When she's with me, it's a win-win. She's a little bit of everything. Well, I'm a fool for the city. 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 I'm a fool.
The membership site has so many other great perks for premium members, including the Drum Talk TV Ambassadors Program. Premium members refer people with a code for them to use at sign-up, and your reward is $10 per sign-up. Here's Dan to explain it all.
Hey everybody, Dan here from Drum Talk TV and Drum Talk TV Brilliance. Hey, how would you like to make bank by being a premium member of Drum Talk TV Brilliance? It's easy. Like, you're a music fan, right? That's why you joined. How many other music fans do you know? right? So what if they got a discount for joining if you referred them and you got $10 for each one you refer? I mean, you'd pretty much have to be a doofus like this to miss out on something like that, right? Because being fellow music fans, we all know fellow music fans. So go ahead, invite your friends with your own code. We'll tell you how in a minute, but that way you can enjoy things like our live stream concerts, our fan Q&As with big artists, producers, and record executives, our twice-a-month game shows, and other fun things in Drum Talk TV Brilliance with your friends while giving them a discounted invitation, and you make bank. So there you go. So follow the link in this post. If you're not already a premium member, become a premium member. And if you are a premium member, you'll get an email real soon to show how to get your own invite code where you can tell 2 friends, and they'll tell 2 friends. Tell 20 friends. That's $200. Wait, what? You'd have to be like this to miss out on that. You're not like that, are you? Invite your friends. Let's have some fun together. Healthy escapism away from the nonsense and the drama and the craziness online on social. Join us, Drum Talk TV Brilliance. We're here for the fun of it. Oh, and at any time, you can become a premium member, refer your friends, and make some bank.
This past week, Dan interviewed Caitlin Califas, who has drummed for pop icon Cyndi Lauper, as well as Tessa Violet, The Naked and Famous, and Alison Pointhier. During the interview, she even mentioned a book she's working on, so tune into that when you get the chance.
Dan keeps going because next week, Dan will interview Gabe Fogel on Thursday, September 18th at 12 p.m. Abe has toured and worked with Kool and the Gang, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Faith Evans, Rob Thomas, and more. And next Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific, another episode of Drumming Injury Talk will air, where Dan and physical therapist Janice Ying will talk about wrist injuries.
And things have been busy on Yes Shift, a prog rock podcast that's also simulcast to Drum Talk TV. Last Sunday, Stephen talked about a 2024 album by Frost titled Life in the Wires. Tomorrow, Saturday the 13th at noon Pacific, he and Dan will read people's lists of their top 10 prog rock bands apart from Yes. Then on Sunday the 14th at noon Pacific, Stephen and Dan will review Steve Howe's reissued solo albums, Portraits of Bob Dylan and Natural Timbre, which are out now today. And on Monday the 15th, noon Pacific, Stephen will review his vinyl copies of both Foghat's Fool for the City re-release and Gentle Giant's Playing the Fool, the complete live experience. So be sure to tune in for all of the exciting things coming from Yes Shift.
And now a moment to acknowledge those who have passed.
Mark Volman, a founding member of pop rock group The Turtles, passed away this week. According to Billboard, Volman's lawyer shared the news via Facebook, stating that he stood for the rights of musicians through various legal actions, quote, which had a great impact on the progression of law in several different areas. In 2020, Volman confirmed that he had been diagnosed with Lewy body dementia, sharing that he would go as far as he could. He and Howard Kaylan founded the Turtles in the 1960s, and over their career, the group released a number of hits, notching 17 career entries on the Billboard Hot 100, earning 5 top 10 hits. Mark Volman was 78 years old.
Rick Davies, singer and co-founder of British prog pop band Supertramp, passed away on September 6th after battling multiple over a decade. NPR reported that the band shared the news via social media, stating his soulful vocals and unmistakable touch on the Wurlitzer became the heartbeat of the band's sound. The band's international breakthrough came in 1977 with their album Even in the Quietest Moments, which went to number 16 on the Billboard 200 chart. In 1979, their album Breakfast in America landed 3 singles on Billboard Hot 100, including Goodbye Stranger. Davies' career made touring difficult. Davies' cancer made touring difficult, but he continued to play music close to home with a group of friends called Ricky and the Rockets. He was 81 years old.
Now let's see what's been going on this week in the music industry.
All right. The Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp will celebrate its 30th anniversary next year with a number of special guests, including Roger Daltrey. Billboard reported that the Who frontman will also be joined by bandmate Simon Townsend at the camp, which takes place January 29th through February 1st, 2026. Daltrey has joined the camp 6 times in the past, but not in the last 15 years. Founder of the camp, David Isoff, shared that it's an honor to have Daltrey back and stated, quote, "This camp is about inspiring musicians and giving fans an opportunity to share the stage with their heroes." Since its founding in 1996, Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp has been bringing aspiring musicians and rock legends together for mentorship, jam sessions, and live performances.
I want to go. Sounds fun. Right? Anyway, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard invite their fans to download their catalog on Bandcamp or at whatever price they choose. According to Billboard, this move comes after the band pulled their tunes from popular streaming platform Spotify. The Australian rock group have tagged all downloadable albums as Name Your Price, likely inspired by Radiohead's groundbreaking In Rainbows experiment in 2007. The entire top 25 digital albums list on Bandcamp are from King Giz, as of Billboard's reporting on September 10th.
Additionally, Eurosonic Norderslag, ESNS for short, has announced its first wave of artists for the 2026 festival. Billboard reported that the annual New Music Showcase for European acts, which is held in Groningen, Netherlands, will celebrate 40 years from January 14th through January 17th, 2026. The lineup includes British-Indonesian artist Nadia Kadek, French songwriter Leonie Pernet, and Coca Puma, an Italian jazz experimentalist. There will also be appearances from artists from Latvia, Scotland, Serbia, and elsewhere. The head of program and booker at ESNS stated in a press release, quote, "These artists show the incredible creativity coming from all over Europe, from intimate songwriting to cutting-edge electronics and powerful live bands. They capture the energy and innovation that makes ESNS a unique meeting place for music lovers and industry professionals." Very exciting.
I am so glad I didn't have to read that one because you had to say a lot of difficult names. But I'm here to announce that former teen pop star Hilary Duff announced plans to reignite her recording career this week. Billboard reported that Atlantic Records announced a new label deal with Duff on September 9th, 10 years after her most recent album was released through RCA Records. The star has spent the time since focusing on acting, starring in TV shows Younger and How I Met Your Father. No timeline has been shared for her upcoming music, but she will be subject of an in-progress docuseries directed and executive produced by Sam Wrench. Duff started her career on Disney Channel as a teen star before crossing over to music with Hot 100 top 40 hits like Come Clean and Wake Up.
Very exciting. I think we're seeing kind of a revival of some artists from long ago coming back into the scene, so that's exciting. Lauvi, a modern jazz pop star, has booked a string of live shows around the UK and Europe for spring 2026. Billboard reported that this tour will be a continuation of her current world tour, which is headed to North America this fall. A special fan presale went live on September 10th, and the general sale went live this morning, September 12th. Lauvi, an Icelandic Chinese singer, and multi-instrumentalist, recently released her third LP, A Matter of Time, which debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200 and at number 3 on the official UK albums chart, earning her highest placings yet. Her North American tour starts on September 15th and includes 2 sold-out shows at Madison Square Garden in New York City. Her European tour will kick off on February 18th in Zurich, Switzerland, and wrap up on March 14th in her home country of Iceland.
Oh. Well, speaking of Burning Man, our group of rock and pop icons will appear for the second Freezing Man benefit concert in Madison, Wisconsin. Billboard reported that the benefit concert, taking place January 9th and 10th, will raise funds for Joey's Song, a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting epilepsy research and education. The show will feature more than 35 acts, including Grammy winners, Rock and Roll Hall of Famers, and alt-rock icons. The lineup includes members of bands like Garbage, yes, The Bangles, Big Star, Toto, and Letters to Cleo. The foundation was founded 15 years ago after Joey Gamol passed away before his 50th birthday after a lifelong battle with Dravet syndrome, a severe form of epilepsy. Joey's song has raised more than $1.75 million to fund epilepsy research, education, and support services to date. Michael Gamol shared in a statement, it's always been about more than music. It's about connection, hope, and honoring Joey's memory. We're humbled by the artists who give their time and talent, and grateful to the fans whose support truly changes the lives for families impacted by epilepsy.
What a great cause, and that's really exciting. That's actually happening in Madison, Wisconsin, about an hour north of where I'm sitting right now in Beloit. So very fun to hear something so local to me. After months of Lady Gaga's sold-out Mayhem Ball Tour, the pop star has announced a second North American tour leg, set to take place in early 2026. Mother Monster, as fans affectionately call her, will play an additional 21 dates in cities that she didn't reach on the first run. Pre-sale started on September 10th, and general sale starts on September 15th at 12 p.m. local time. The announcement comes as she wraps up the current North American leg with a few more dates before she heads back to London to kick off her European adventure on September 29th. Lady Gaga will kick off the second North American tour with 2 dates in Glendale, Arizona on February 14th and 15th, and wrap up in St. Paul, Minnesota on April 9th and 10th.
You know, Lady Gaga came and sat in with my group once in Hollywood back in the day. Yeah, she's ripping. It was crazy. Yeah, you can find some videos of that. Anyway, on to other legends. Former Talking Heads frontman David Byrne announced last weekend that he is off the market. That's right, ladies. When he took to Instagram to share that he and fiancée Mala Gonkar were getting married this week. Penville reported that Byrne's announcement read in part, "I'm getting married this week," and made an almost entirely instrumental playlist while our guests eat an amazing and spicy dinner. His new album, Who Is the Sky, was released last Friday, September 5th, just in time for his wedding. The artist didn't share a specific date for the couple's nuptials. I should probably learn English before I read. But after the wedding, Byrne will embark on a North American tour for his new album before heading to Australia and Europe in 2026.
Rock legends Blink-182 will headline next year's Innings Festival in Tempe, Arizona, joining Mumford & Sons and 21 Pilots for the star-studded weekend. Parade reported that Blink-182 will take stage on Saturday, February 21st, the second night of a 3-day festival at Tempe Beach Park and Arts Park. The festival brings baseball and live music together, attracting fans of both to one place, and according to the flyer, appearances from MLB legends are expected. Other acts to perform that weekend include the Goo Goo Dolls, Miles Smith, Cage the Elephant, Lord Huron, Sublime, and more. This news comes at the perfect time, as remember, Drum Talk TV's monthly drumming challenge is a tribute to Travis Barker, so submit those videos on our membership site, drumtalktvbrilliance.com.
The film Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, has just been released. It is a sequel to the classic 1984 rock mockumentary directed by Rob Reiner. Currently, over on Rotten Tomatoes, 68% of 56 critics' reviews of the sequel are positive.
Here's a reminder of what's coming up soon on Drum Talk TV.
Is it over?
I think it's you, Tyler.
Okay, yeah, good. I can't hear the music. I don't know. Anyway, don't forget to RSVP to our game show on Tuesday, September 16th, which is my friend Jonah's birthday. If he's watching, happy birthday, Jonah. At 6 p.m., September 16th, Tuesday. That's right. RSVP to the game show. To do so, go to the website drumtalktvbrilliance.com. If you haven't heard, that's a theme of this whole spiel. drumtalktvbrilliance.com. Go to the events page, enter your information to have a link sent directly to you for the game show.
And sign up for our premium membership on our website to access our full catalog, including our many fan Q&As and virtual live concerts. Use the code DTTVBTyler, all caps, one word, by September 21st at 11:59 p.m. Pacific to get 6 months of premium for free. Thank you so much for joining us this week for this News Desk report, and thank you, Tyler, for being on with me. Have a happy Friday and happy weekend to everyone.
Thank you. Bye.